What's going on, y'all? Nick Rager here, full-time online coach. I'm breaking down the two most important mentalities any man can have in order to be successful and build a body of their dreams, a life of their dreams, their business, just in order to give them the edge in this everyday average-ass world. I was a national qualifier in college wrestling. Combining these two mentalities, the preparer and the cowboy, is the only reason I was successful at college wrestling. Breaking it down, the preparer versus the cowboy mentality. Think of it like this. The preparer, he does everything right. He eats right. This was me in college. He eats right. He sleeps right. He trains right, okay? But when it's time for game day, when it's time to go in the gym to get a session in, when it's time to perform, if something goes wrong, it can F up their mentality, which makes them think less of themselves going into the business meeting, the gym, the competition, okay? This was me, right? Except when you figure out how to combine the preparer with the cowboy is when you can literally do anything. The cowboy mentality. They don't really give a shit. They're kind of a gangster, which is why it works. Their eating is trash. Their sleeping is trash. I related this to college wrestling so you guys would understand, and I plug it into business. But they train hard. They do the work in the office hard. They may be a little more naturally gifted, but they do the work and they are fucking good at it, which is annoying for the person like the preparer, which was me. So the preparer does everything right, but when something goes wrong, it may affect their performance. Compared to the cowboy, he might do everything wrong, but when he gets in the cage, when he gets in the business meeting, when it's time to work, he is a fucking shark. And that's why it's hard to stop. So, breaking it down, making it personal, in college, this was me. My coach beat it into my head, right? That, hey, if your leg was broken, you're still going to win this match. If you have a high ankle sprain, you're still going to win this match. If you didn't sleep last night, you're still going to fucking train. If you missed 3 meals, you're still going to put in that work. And it's going to be better than yesterday because you are just that guy. Okay? The cowboy actually thinks that he is a gangster and whatever he says goes. He has a sense of superiority, which is a huge, it's like the biggest thing in both of these. The preparer, me, I had a sense of superiority, but this person didn't give a shit, and I cared a little bit too much, okay? Combining both of these, in order to be happy and be an absolute savage and be a high performer in the everyday world we live in, you have to figure out how to combine both of these, okay? And you have to figure out how to live out both of these, which is the hardest part, okay? So if you're the preparer and you prepare, you have to have that edge of, it doesn't really matter how I feel, I'm gonna do it, right? You didn't get sleep last night, but you're showing up to train at the gym, right? If you walk in and your mentality is, I didn't sleep last night, the session's going to be shit, I'm going to tell you something, the session is going to be shit. Compared to if you're like, I didn't sleep last night, but it doesn't really matter because I'm a fucking dog and it's time to lift weights, okay? You need that delusion. You need that cowboy mentality in order to get it done, right? Combining them both. In order to be the gangster, which is the person that prepares, but when shit goes wrong, they show up and they ball out because this gives them the edge. But with this mentality, you will drag your nuts on everybody. You are superior to everybody because you have the best of both worlds. Think of it like a coin. How do you split the coin? How do you prepare, but you have the mentality? This is something that some people don't have. And it's from positive self-talk, positive affirmations. They're not training their mind. They're not taking the time, right? In order for any person to be hyper successful, you have to have a sense of superiority. You have to have an incredible insecurity in a sense of you always feel like you're not good enough. So you're always showing up to the gym. You always feel like you're not doing enough. You always feel like you could be doing more. You want to do the extra reps because you feel like it's not enough, right? And then having impulse control. Being able to say no. Being able to do the shit that you don't want to do in the moment. But you have discipline to wake up and do it no matter how you're feeling. Combining these two creates the gangster. There obviously could have been a different word I could have used, but that is how you put it, right? The guy who doesn't give a shit. The guy who can wake up and prepare, But also, if shit goes wrong, he says, it doesn't fucking matter because I am just better than you. You have to have that mentality in order to achieve greatness. You don't need to say it in public and be arrogant. You have to drag your nuts in order to actually believe it, right? If you combine both of these, you need a person who believes that they are that guy. They have an incredible insecurity deep down. It's not that they're insecure. It's that they want to fucking do more. I have that. And then impulse control. You have to be able to say no. The Cowboy does still say no. He may do dumb shit and may not take the preparation seriously, but he can still say no. If you can control your impulses, if you can dig deep and always do a little more, and you have that little mindset of, I'm getting shit done today in the office, in the gym, in the cage, on the mat, on the court, no matter how I feel, this is how you combine the preparer and the Cowboy mentality. This gangster mentality will get you whatever you want in the world. And I wish I developed this 5 or 6 years ago because I would have been an NCAA national champ. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is real mindset training. You need to understand which mentality you have. And if you don't have one of these, you are not where you need to be. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go check out my Instagram for more real mindset training and raw content. I'll catch you on the flip. Peace.